Netflix is going to spend $17 billion on content in 2020. $17 billion. It doesn't register properly in your brain. See, that could say 17 million and you'd be like, that's a big number. 17 billion? Wait, $17 billion on content. Content, first of all, content is expensive. If you start doing the math on that, because I got to be honest, I crack open Netflix. No offense, because Netflix has delivered some very interesting stuff to my life. But there's many times I crack open Netflix and I don't see the 17 billion. For me, I get it. If you want to have some high profile movies in there, those licensing fees are big time. And I get it. If you want to do original series with big names in it, it's going to cost you something. But let me put this in perspective. According to Decider.com, the amount of money that competing platforms are spending on content in the same time period, it's kind of shocking how much more Netflix is spending. So, for example, Disney has stated, what did they state? I think around $1 billion. Let's see here. So around $1 billion? Yeah, $1 billion. Disney will spend $1 billion on original programming for Disney Plus, and will have a total in $1 billion operating expenses. Warner Media will do $2 billion for HBO Max, and Comcast NBC Universal will do $2 billion for Peacock. You're a Peacock subscriber.
Sure am.
Man, who even knew?
Who
even knew it's so many services to subscribe to? Anyway, yeah, Comcast and NBC are big. I just don't know why they had to call the thing Peacock.
Yeah, that's weird. You know, there was a time back in the day where I'd hear the old men complaining about their cable bills and say, like, can't we just pick what we want, the channel we want, and pay for that channel?
Yeah.
Sort of what is happening here with all the streaming services, isn't it?
Kind of, because unlike cable, there's less regionality. Often cable, you were locked in. It was like, oh, this is the provider in your neighborhood, so shut up. They didn't have any incentive to really change the way they interacted with you. Whereas once everything's online, you're back in control to a certain extent. And you can say, I'm willing to have this subscription and not that one. It turns out, according to these polls here, that most people prefer Netflix, or at least have Netflix, or use Netflix. Apparently 25% of respondents use Netflix, 18% broadcast, 17%, or 18% cable, 17% broadcast, and 13% YouTube. So Netflix is still dominating the segment as far as the way real humans are watching things. Mm-hmm. But the problem is, it's not... There's still, each one of these platforms doesn't let you pay within the platform as you watch. You're paying the monthly fee. So the ultimate version would be pay when you use it, right? Kind of like how YouTube Premium works.
Yeah.
Although, no, that doesn't work that way for the end user, but it works that way for the content creator. The percentage of the thing you watch determines how much of the revenue goes to the provider of that content. So imagine if I'm a Netflix subscriber, but I don't use Netflix that much over the course of a month. Imagine I had some sort of variable payment, like minutes.
That would be so cool. Then you're voting for your favorite series could get extended because of the amount you watch it or other people watch it.
But that sounds very dynamic and difficult to implement. Mm-hmm. And also, then why would Netflix want to do that? They want your subscription fee even when you watch nothing. I mean, I've been sending them a subscription fee probably for 1 hour of content for the last 6 months per month. Like, I'm not watching a lot of Netflix, but I feel like I have to have this subscription around in case you have some visitors and they're, hey, did you see the thing on the thing? And you have Netflix. Imagine me being like, I don't have Netflix, canceled it, wasn't using it. It's like, geez, man, ease up. So, yeah, it's kind of like what you suggested, but it's also kind of its completely own new thing. One thing I will say, if money and budget equals quality content, then they are 17 times bigger than the other players. Even though the other players charge you less per month, it's kind of insane how much bigger they are from a spending perspective. if you've got Disney Plus at $1 billion and you got them at 17, is Netflix 17 times the product? I don't know. Ask people who use Disney Plus, because it's not me. I didn't do the whole Disney Plus thing.
I've been doing old Simpsons on Disney, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
But I haven't dabbled with anything else. But I do have Netflix and Amazon Prime, and I could give or take on either of those.
Give or take.
I wouldn't say that Netflix is.
I think
necessarily
Amazon
that
spends a few
much
dollars
better.
though too.
Are they?
I don't know. They're not
listed
listed
here?
there,
No,
but they
listed
definitely
here.
spend
Gotta
$5
be
or
up there.
$6.
Yeah, maybe $8.
They spend some lunch
day.
money on content. So some of the ways Netflix is spending this cash, they have a multi-year deal with Nickelodeon for animated originals. They signed a TV deal with the dudes who created or wrote Game of Thrones, or were they the showrunners? I don't know. David Benioff and Dan Weiss.
DB Weiss.
Yeah, so they're responsible for Game of Thrones. They're going to work with Netflix. They got some South Korean action going on with some major studios over there. So all this stuff costs money, and Netflix is ready to pay. And they're kind of at a stage right now where, yeah, the marketplace there's new players there, and in order to maintain the lead that you have, stay out there, you got to have this wide variety of expensive stuff that potentially people want to watch.
Yeah.
But you know me, I just end up on YouTube.
Yeah.
So
Me too.
most of the time, I just end up on YouTube. And what does that tell you? Definitely, it wasn't $17 billion budget. The stuff I watch, I'll tell you
Definitely
what,
not.
there's a
Definitely
$17 budget.
Yeah.
So what does that tell you? I don't know. Either I have the problem or someone else has a problem. I don't know who has a problem here. Probably me. I definitely got some problem.
Definitely. Yeah.
Tell you what, my viewing habits, I definitely got some problems. I mean, I didn't watch, everyone was watching Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm. Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda was everywhere. I didn't watch.
Yeah, me neither.
I watched it. What do you have? Avengers Endgame? I watched that 3 days ago. It was out for
I was just pulling this up for
budgetary
perspective.
reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm just out of the loop sometimes. I'm going to be honest with you. I just pop on YouTube and I just bounce around. I look around. I'm curious what's really happening. What are people doing? What are humans doing? I don't need the whole production.
Yeah, you're gonna get it anyway. You might not watch Mandalorian, but you're still gonna enjoy all the Baby Yoda memes. They're coming your way whether you like it or not.
Yeah, those are free memes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Free memes.
Yeah, you don't
But
have
anyway,
to
I'm
do
not
that.
taking anything away from it. I didn't even watch it, so I'm not taking anything away from it. There's good stuff out there for everyone, including Baby Yodas and everything else.